for a $50. The thing about being able to get a big, gigantic proof silver dollar and then have it updated in terms of its detail, you are witnessing detail on this coin that you could never have seen on even the finest Walking Liberty $50. You're getting an opportunity to buy the highest grade a coin can achieve, a 70 grade, in this case, a proof 70. There's really two types of coins. There are business strikes, coins that are struck to be released into circulation or that feature a satin finish across the surface of the coin. And it really involves the die prep. And then there are the collector's versions of those coins, coins that are struck from specially prepared dies. But it's not just the prepared dies that give the coin its amazing look. It's the striking process. An unbelievable amount of expertise goes into the striking of these coins. They are struck on a hand-operated press, literally one at a time, with an extreme amount of pressure. And they're not just struck once. They are struck repeatedly, at least 2 times, to bring out detail, to bring out depth, to bring out the rim, and to bring out the background of the coin as a mirror that you have never seen before. And that's the difference between a business strike and a proof. A proof, and in this case, the proof deep cameo, appears as black and white. However, when you get the coin in hand, when you're looking at the coin, you're going to see your own reflection back, because that background is the finest mirror you've ever seen. Flawless. And in order to get a perfect grade of proof 70, well, this coin has got to be viewed not just with the naked eye, but under magnification. 5 times magnification. And if flaws are detected, the coin cannot be called a perfect proof 70. It would have to be a proof 69. So the few coins that exhibit perfection under magnification are right here. The artist has contributed a historic pedigree. And you can go back and think, wow, if I had the autograph of all these great designers of United States coinage, what I would have is a piece of history. And you're getting in right now on the beginning of that opportunity. Now, ladies and gentlemen, since this series was first issued in 1986, collectors, and we can see millions and millions of collectors, over 25 million, have attempted to acquire these coins in the absolute highest grade attainable. Not just for the beauty, but for the rarity of that highest grade, of the rarity of being the finest known. Well, think about it, folks. You get that, and you get so much more. You get the only 2021 struck at San Francisco. You get part of an annual release. Every year, this silver dollar is issued. And every year, collectors fight, literally, to own one of the small fraction of the entire mintage that will grade in a perfect proof 70 grade. We're giving everybody an opportunity as a pre-sale before the first one of these coins are delivered. Before we know how many are going to grade in perfection. We just look at the historical record. No, it's never many. And we're going to guarantee everybody an opportunity at $595 to own this rarity. Now, collectors love coins from the San Francisco Mint. Ever since the first Morgan dollars were issued out of San Francisco in 1878, a large silver dollar-sized coin, that big, beautiful hunk of silver, has been sought after by collectors the worldwide. Think of it. This is a table that features millions of coins that have been struck in the various years of the series. And every one of the mintages that we see on the table, well, those coins are not sitting at the U.S. Mint on shelves. They were long since shipped out, Collectors have them in their collections. They have them locked away. They have them squirreled away where no one's going to know where they are. And a mintage of 200,000 total meant a sellout so quickly. Think of the hundreds of thousands, maybe even the millions of people who just didn't get an opportunity to get one. Now, I want to mention something else that's really important. We could easily feature these coins ungraded. I mean, after all, they're amazing. The U.S. Mint never handles them. They strike them twice. It's a special striking process. They're done by hand. You know, after 15 or 20 coins are struck, they stop the whole process. They stop the press, pull the dies out, and put in another pair, a fresh pair. So the dies never, ever get the slightest opportunity to be anything but pristine. That's how the finest examples are created. And still, when you look at the historical record, hardly any ever grade in a perfect grade. No time to waste. I mean, literally, that is the ultimate call to action. You just cannot count on these being available except right now. This is a pre-sale. These have yet to be delivered. You're guaranteed to get the ultimate grade. You're guaranteed to get a locked-in price of $595. Take a look, ladies and gentlemen. Here's one at $100 more. Not only are we saving you money, but we're offering the ultimate. We're offering the pedigree. When you have an established series of silver dollars like the Silver Eagle dollar, what it means is you have collectors from yesteryear, and you have collectors just jumping in, and you have a mintage of 200,000. And you know, like I was saying, well, we could have taken the easy way out. We could have gotten coins that were just direct from the mint, uncertified, not making a stop off at the grading service. But instead, we've gone a different direction. What we've done is offered the highest grade, the pinnacle achievement in numismatic grading. I want all collectors to know that this is the finest silver dollar that you can get, the finest grade, the highest designation of strike, the deep cameo. Its pedigree is insured. It has a label that is signed by the artist that created that reverse. The mintage is only 200,000, folks. The grading service, impeccable. We're offering the coin at $595. It wasn't long ago, and I'm talking about a day or two, that there was a lot of debate around here about just what the price should be of this coin. Because we saw that the coin had sold out so quickly that almost everywhere you went, they were gone. That you could leave a name on a list if you wanted to, and maybe you'll get a call in the future at who knows what price. Or we could really get out there in an aggressive manner and make sure that we got our collectors the highest grade that they're used to. And that involved doing a pre-sale. That involved guaranteeing a perfect coin before the first one is even delivered. We love the big silver dollar coins. We love the dramatic feel of its weight, the store of wealth that it represents, even the history that it represents. I mean, dollar coins in the United States of America were an instrument of finance that literally built this country. The silver that was discovered here in the USA that went straight into the treasury coffers made this country not just a fledgling democracy, but a republic, a mighty power. It begins with the almighty dollar. That's the reason why they call it that. This is an extension of that in a form that you rarely see. In a perfect proof 70 deep cameo, first of its kind issue, the first Type 2. Boy, I hope I mentioned that enough, that the Type 1 is gone. There will never be another Mercanti Type 1 reverse, the heraldic eagle. It has been replaced by Emily Damstra's a rendition of an eagle coming in for a landing at the nest with an oak branch in its talons, because eagles build their nests in oak trees, and they build them out of oak branches. A place where they return as a family every year, a breeding pair. And this is representative of what America stands for, the all-inclusiveness, and you can even see it in that design. But what I love about it most, before we wrap this up, is you can actually see with your mind's eye the nest out of sight where the eagle's going to land, with the mother eagle there and the eaglets. You can envision that because Emily made it so emotional that it invokes that feeling. You know it's there, it's just out of sight. So ladies and gentlemen, one last time, this coin has got some major attributes. 200,000 mintage, third rarest of all the annual issues. The only one for 2021 from the San Francisco Mint, the Type 2. A perfect proof 70 grade. And as a pre-sale for $595, could be your only opportunity to get this coin in the absolute finest known. Before we get into anything, what we're talking about, because this is a fleeting opportunity. There aren't many of these coins. This is a perfect grade, by the way. It's a newest issue. As you can see, we have a really nice quantity of these coins on the display. But I want you to know, there's not going to be a continual supply of this coin. Here's why. This is part of the American Eagle program. It's the gold version, and this coin is a $25 face value. It's the half-ounce variety. Now, since 1986, 4 different sizes of the American Eagle have been issued. The smallest being the 1/10, the 1/4 ounce, the half-ounce, and the 1 ounce. This coin that you are looking at is the half-ounce version. And there's a reason why we have selected this coin. But before I tell you all the reasons, I want to tell you something that's more important than anything right now. The price of this coin. This coin is a special opportunity launch of a coin that we just received, newly issued, with a brand new reverse design that begins a new series, a historic series that has a new reverse. As of right this minute, we have the first one. But this size is of extreme rarity. And it seems to me that lately I have been awarded the great honor of featuring so many coins of extreme rarity, of highest grade, of exceptional quality, and extreme demand, all in one coin. Ladies and gentlemen, this coin is less than $2,000. There is no finer example. So right away, I don't want you sitting there saying, you know, I'm going to wait till something better comes out, because that's not going to happen. This is the pinnacle, just so you know. Now, I mentioned the 4 different sizes. What I love about the $25, which is a half-ounce of gold, is the size of the coin. It's a bold statement of gold and a bold statement of the original St. Gaudens design. It has something going for it that none of the other gold eagles can lay claim to. Take a look. Of the 4 sizes that are issued, only the half-ounce has this low a mintage for the entire series. Now, this isn't just this year, ladies and gentlemen. This is from 1986 to the present time. Year in and year out, this coin has been issued by the USA. And in spite of all that, only 2.9 million coins have ever been struck in all dates. And you look at the $50, It's getting close to 20 million. And as you can see, all the other sizes have substantially higher mintages. One of the things about these mint state coins that are really special, when they start out to strike these coins, they start out to meet demand for the gold hoarders and holders out there. It represents an opportunity to own the original form of money, gold. For thousands of years, gold has been coveted. Thousands of years ago, it was only royalty or the pharaohs in the beginning who could own gold, and later on royalty. But if you weren't extremely wealthy or so well connected, you could never even possibly have seen gold. We know now that gold is a monetary unit. And as Americans, we want that gold. It harkens back to the tradition that we knew in the classic times of American gold. Before Roosevelt, in 1933, issued his 6102, his proclamation, number 6102. Gold is money. And the great thing about this coin, it has a representation that is so familiar to coin collectors because it bears the original design on its obverse of Augustus St. Gaudens' masterpiece of the St. Gaudens Gold Double Eagle. It has been a bit updated for this Eagle series. So you see this striding liberty like you may have never seen it on a St. Gaudens coin. In addition to which, this coin is a perfect MS-70 grade. No finer example exists. The highest grade attainable. Very small mintage of the entire series. Now, want to see something really amazing? This is a rundown of the program every year. Now, this is just the $25 gold denomination. None of the other sizes are in here. Just this specific size coin, and I want you to see from the very beginning how many of these coins have been issued every year. There's not a lot, but you see year in and year out, they're sought after, and collectors know that you get a substantial amount of gold in a very big coin that exhibits the design of Augustus St. Gaudens' Walking Liberty. Now, there's something special about this one that you may never have seen before, because this is the first of a new series of this coin. It retains its obverse, its double eagle design. But the reavers, the family of eagle reavers that we had known since 1986, right to the middle part of this year, 2021, has been retired. And it has been replaced by Jenny Norris's design. The U.S. Mint is doing something a lot different these days, ladies and gentlemen, than they've ever done before. It really reminds me of the times when at the beginning of the 20th century, they were looking for new artistic representation of the coinage. So they would invite artists from at large who were known to be magnificent sculptors. And they were invited to create designs for upcoming American coins. Well, over 100 years later, this tradition is being revived through a program known as the Artistic Infusion Program. Because the artist that created the reverse design, this brand new Type 2 design, Jenny Norris, well, this is her first endeavor. Her first offering, her first submission was chosen over 38 others. And as you can see, she has created an image of the bald eagle, America's national symbol, with a very up-close view. A striking view, as a matter of fact. In fact, so up close is this view that the facial features and a small part of the eagle's body are all that you can see. And there's a reason for that, because Jenny Norris was uniquely qualified to depict the features of the bald eagle, especially facially, that nobody else had ever come close to seeing. Out of all of these artists in the Artistic Infusion Program, her design was chosen. And I think she was uniquely situated to come up with this design. And you know, it was one thing to see wildlife in their natural habitat and to do portraits. But Jenny Norris had something that none of the other artists could lay claim to. She had actually been a raptor handler. You know, those people who handle the birds of prey, the hawks, the eagles, the falcons, the ones who are good at calling the birds and they land on their forearm on a heavy piece of leather and you wonder how they can stand the talons digging in. Well, that was her job for a while. She did that. And you can imagine when you're this close to an American bald eagle and you see the majestic size of this bird from a distance that no other artist had ever the opportunity to see. And that's where her vision of the eagle comes from, being so close. So you see her depiction as she was so used to seeing these eagles. So that'll give you a little idea of how her design came about. Now, we're all about rarity also here at Rare Collectibles. So I want to let you know that you are looking at one of the rarest United States gold eagle coins ever issued in terms of mintage. We have yet to get a finalized mintage, but I want to let you see where it stands. And there's something else that none of these other coins on any of these tables can lay claim to. It is the first one of its kind. It is the first Type 2. It is a new era of design for this coin. It begins right now. So take a look right here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a look at where this coin now sits. Now, I will grant you, we haven't gotten the final mintages yet, but I do want to point out that this is a transition year for this coin. Midway through the year, this Type 2 design was adopted, the Type 1 was retired, so there will never be a full year's time to produce this coin. We may very well end up with the lowest mintage ever. But I can guarantee you one thing, year in and year out, this size coin has historically the smallest mintages year in and year out of all the options. Let's get that out there. Ladies and gentlemen, $1,995, the highest grade attainable, the highest grade attainable. Take a look at what we're talking about. Live here on the set, every single one of these coins in a perfect mint state 70 grade with a hand autographed label signed by the artist, by the designer of the reverse, Jenny Norris, with our exclusive Reagan artwork label. So you have a great tie-in to the old, to the Type 1 and the new. And I want to show you why this is the coin to own in terms of value, size, rarity, everything you could possibly want to have. And ladies and gentlemen, at $1,995, I want you to take advantage of the two-pay opportunity. One payment today of $997.50 locks this coin up for you. And remember, it's a perfect grade, no guarantee to get these. And a month goes by, another $997.50, and the coin's all yours. Take a look at this, folks. I want to show you the same coin in a mint state 6.9, grade lower, dating back to 1990. I want to give you a little example of how coveted these coins are and how difficult they are to get in high grades. And here's a mint state 69 that auctioned off for almost $2,600. One grade lower, mint state 69. Well, here is a coin also in a mint state 69, another auction, 1990, at over $3,100. Take a look at this. A 1993 in a mint state 70 grade, close to $5,000. So I will tell you collectors right now, if you want the hardest to get of the most popular gold coin out there that has the design that everybody covets, the original St. Gaudens double eagle design from the $20 gold piece that was issued first in 1907 as a high relief. That is the reason why this coin in a mint state 70 is bringing, in past issues, is bringing $5,000 and prices that are amazing. I want you to take a look at this one right here. This is a 1991 in a perfect 70 grade for close to $8,000, $7,990. Now, they didn't start out that way, ladies and gentlemen. But as time went on and as mintages got published and people began to see that, wow, this size of the coin, this issue, these $25 gold coins, they lead the way in terms of rarity. The mint doesn't strike any of these coins in comparison to all the other ones out there they strike. They're the smallest mintages. Then when you start getting into the highest grades, you're really separating the rarities from all the others. Take a look at this. This is a 2019 in a mint state 70 grade for $2,362. But none of those coins that I've shown you are going to be able to say that they were only minted for half the year or even less than that. That during the year, the mint switched from one design to another. Only this Type 2 can say that. Only this reverse design. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Rare Collectibles TV, we're die-hard coin collectors. We started out as kids collecting coins. We decided we liked it so much, it's what we wanted to do as our life's work. And when you are committed to coin collecting, I feel I can give you a little bit of knowledge. I feel I can point in a certain direction. This is a collectible in solid gold, in the highest grade attainable, in a pedigree label, the first of its kind, from a series that was ongoing since 1986, year in and year out, where the traditional reverse, which was known as the family of eagles, was retired in favor of a brand new striking design from an outside artist. This is a tradition that the mint has revisited in recent years. It is an amazing contribution to numismatics. It is bringing us designs by artists that you would normally not see and giving them an opportunity to show their true expressions of the natural world. That's what this coin is all about. But it's also coupled with the rarity of the smallest mintage of all the sizes, of the highest grade attainable. And I gotta say this, we wanna show where the market's at in terms of perspective from other people and where we view it. And that translates into a lot of value, and it really translates into deep discounts for our customers, for our collectors. This is the 2021 Type 2 first issue of a new reverse created by Jenny Norris in her first submission as an outside artist through the Artistic Infusion program to the U.S. Mint. And that's a minor miracle in itself, being chosen as your first design in the highest grade. And that's why at Rare Collectibles TV, you will soon discover, we guarantee your satisfaction. We want you to buy with confidence because we offer a numismatic 30-day money-back guarantee. But it's so much more than that, ladies and gentlemen, because when we bring you our version of the greatest, it is the greatest. It's the highest quality, finest known, greatest pedigree, and of course, the greatest price. $1,995 for the first of the brand new Type 2 Eagles in the rarest size of them all for $1,995. Thank you, folks, for watching, and I hope to see you again real soon. Bye now.
This is going to be a quick presentation, folks, maybe 10 minutes. This has to do with this phenomenal, extraordinary 1957 proof set collection that I have. I've never in my life, I've been doing this, specializing in these coins almost 40 years, proof coins. Never have I handled a group of proof sets from the 1950s like I have here before you. It involved 74 unopened boxes of 1957 proof sets, unopened from the U.S. Mint, folks. 50 sets per box. When I was offered this deal, I asked to open a couple of these boxes so I could inspect them, because the gentleman who had the collection was asking a considerable premium. But when I opened these, I mean, here's your typical 1957 proof set you see nowadays. It's pretty ragged, okay? It's pretty frayed. It's been, handled, thrown around. You take a look at it. You pull the sets out. They've been handled by hundreds and hundreds of people over the years. The cellophane's pliable, so the cellophane's always rubbing up against the coins. So the coins are generally in horrible shape. And so I opened one of these boxes, and it was like I was in a time machine. I went back to 1957. You opened one of these boxes, folks, and you pulled out one of the sets. And it's like these sets had been in there, in this protective cocoon, since 1957. Somebody put them in these boxes back in 1957, and I was the first person since 1957 to pull one of these sets out of the box. That was special. So we submitted most of the 74. I have a handful that I left sealed, just to be able to show you some of this extraordinary collection of 57 proof sets. What I have for you today are some 1957 Washington quarters in proof 67 from this collection. And because the quality was so extraordinary in this truly once in a lifetime acquisition, this incredible collection, I've got these coins at a great price, folks. 1957 quarters in proof 67, that's a very, very high grade. Again, when you see 1957 proof sets, you see one of these quarters. I'll just cut one out real quickly here from one of these sets in the cellophane. The quality is not very good. The cellophane was a very poor storage material. A lot of the coins were hair-lined, and this is how they look. Okay? They're over 60 years old. By the way, these coins were struck at 90% silver. The U.S. Mint struck the dimes, quarters, and half dollars in 90% silver up until 1964. 1965 and later, the quarters had 0 silver content. So this is the end of an era in proof making at the Philadelphia Mint, where you can get coins struck in 90% silver. These are phenomenal pieces. We have around 1,200 examples out of this extraordinary once-in-a-lifetime collection. 1,200 examples in proof 67 condition, folks. And I got them at a great price. Just take a look at one of these. I mean, they are absolutely flawless to the eye. In my opinion, they are all regrade candidates. I can't find a flaw on any of these. Take a look at this piece, folks. It looks like it just came off the die. I mean, it's 1957, over 60 years old. There's no haze, no spotting. I can't see any hairlines on it. It looks like it just came off the die. You caught it on a velvet pillow and encapsulated it and brought it to this year, over 60 years later, like it's in some kind of time capsule. The great news is, because, again, the grades were so extraordinary, my cost is well below what I would have expected. So I'm able to offer one of these coins to you, one of these quarters, folks, at a great, great once-in-a-lifetime price. I'm going to price it, tell you out in 1 minute. Again, this is going to be a 10-minute presentation. Now, Mint State 1957 quarters in MS67 go for hundreds and hundreds of dollars if they're in Mint State. Now, there's a Mint State, folks, example, a 1957 MS67 that's over $300. Here's a proof, 1957, in proof 67 for $80. Here's an NGC piece. That looks like it has some of that original package toning that I showed you earlier. It's still over $100. for a proof 67. And it's understandable. Look, if you send one of these for grading, the grading fee alone is $20. They're going to charge you about $25 to ship it back to you registered mail. They don't ship anything back insured mail. Everything goes back registered mail, at least $25. So right there, grading and shipping alone is $45. These 57 quarters, again, take a look at one of these. Every one pristine, haze-free, as brilliant and flawless as the moment it was struck in 1957, $24 a coin. $24 a coin, but it gets even better because, again, we have well over 1,000 of these from this amazing collection. But once these are gone, I'm not sure what the price will be, but while we have them, if you want to get 5, this is even more unbelievable because if you want to get 5, you can own 5 for $99. That's $19.80 a coin for a 1957 silver proof Washington quarter in NGC proof 67. The highest grade this date has ever been given is proof 69. It's 2 points from the highest grade. There are no 70s. $99 for 5, and then my ultimate package, 20 1957s in proof 67. 20. For only $18.95 a coin. That's $379. This is one of those specials where we get a lot of dealers calling in, a lot of part-time dealers will buy deals like this and then set up at a local coin show and sell the coins for $35 or $45, which is a really fair price. They have a great margin on it, you know? But they got them at an unbelievable below wholesale price. And that's what I'm able to offer you today. Again, our philosophy, when we get a great deal, what we love doing most is passing it on to you. And when I had the opportunity to buy this original collection, the finest collection of unopened, mint-sealed proof sets from the 1950s, in the most extraordinary condition I had ever seen 1957 proof sets. The grades we got were far superior to what you typically see. We've got a population chart here showing you how rare these coins are, these 1957s. They've only graded 2,800 examples in proof 67. And you can see there are no 70s, 2,800 examples. We've got right now over 1,000 of them, folks. That's about 1/3 of the entire population. It's extraordinary. Again, closing this out, it's a real short little presentation, but it's very, very special. This great 1957 phenomenal proof set hoard of these mint-sealed sets that I have on display here. One 1957 proof 67 is only $24 a coin. We've got a lot of people calling in. Many of you are getting the multi-coin options because the price is just unbelievable. You can own 5 for only $99. That's under $20 a coin. And finally, my 20-coin dealer special. I'll call it my 20-coin dealer wholesale special. 20 for only $18.95 a coin. 20 for $379. Take advantage of this opportunity, folks. Here you have these stunning 57 proof Washington quarters in these state-of-the-art NGC holders. These holders are airtight. They're made from the highest medical grade plastics that will ensure that these coins are well preserved, as pristine 20, 30, 50 years from now as they are today. This is truly a time capsule here, folks. These proof coins from 1957, so well preserved. By a miracle, some collector, I never could understand this, when a collector will buy a proof set from the U.S. Mint, a box of proof sets from the, just one box of these is 50 sets, a box, and never opening it. And here there were 74 boxes, and they were never opened. You never see this anymore. It's unheard of. It's a miracle. And I just want to pass it on to you folks today. I hope you can take advantage of it. Thank you for watching. Hi, I'm Rick Tamaska.
And I'm Caitlin Tamaska.
Thank you for watching Rick's U.S. Coin Show.
Stay tuned for another great presentation coming up next.
Folks, over the last 35 plus years, I've helped my clients assemble many of the finest Morgan dollar collections in existence, acknowledged so by leading NGC independent grading service. Here's but one award given to one of my clients. 2003, the finest proof Morgan dollar collection, given in 2003, Best Classic Set. There have been many awards like this that belong to my clients. But what does that really mean? Well, here's but one example. A proof Morgan dollar I placed with a client. 1890 proof Morgan dollar, proof 69 star ultra cameo. Now, folks, over 650 million Morgan dollars were struck for commerce. Around 24,000 proof Morgan dollars were struck. Of all those millions of Morgan dollars in proof and mint state, this is the highest grade. It's the finest known example. There's only one other Morgan dollar of similar condition as this coin you're looking at right here. Think about that. 2 coins out of over 600 million struck. Again, this is one of the coins that belongs to one of my clients. This is what I do. It's not about talking the talk. It's about helping you walk the walk. I get the greatest satisfaction in building exceptional coin collections, United States rare coin collections for my clients. Many of you folks watching now. And today I have a collection of mint state Morgan dollars I have never been able to offer in the history of our show. You won't find this collection anywhere else. Uncirculated mint state Morgan dollars. You know, Morgan dollars were struck for commerce, folks. They were heavily used in commerce well into the 1930s and early 1940s. Most of them look like these. These silver dollars spent many years in many cash drawers over many decades. Now, I acquired these 3 examples, folks, for only about $35 a coin. But imagine one of these coins, one of these Morgan dollars, that never saw the bottom of a cash drawer, that were never used in commerce. A silver dollar over 100 years old that may have spent its entire life in an original mint bag. It's those Morgan dollars that never saw the bottom of a cash drawer, that may have spent their entire life since they were struck in the late 1800s in an original mint bag, that are most coveted by more and more collectors today. What are the odds of finding one of these Morgan dollars in this condition? Well, answering that question is what makes the Morgan dollar collection I have for you today so special. Take a look at this collection, folks. 45 brilliant uncirculated Morgan dollars. 45 different dates and mint marks. Now, there's approximately 100 different dates and mint marks in the entire series. So you have almost half the entire series of Morgan dollars right here. And they're all in brilliant uncirculated condition. The key to collecting Morgan dollars is to focus on condition rarity, because many were struck, hundreds of millions, and they're very well worn, like those examples I showed you previously. But few have survived in that brilliant uncirculated condition. Take a look at this chart that we have. Shows the number of Morgan dollars originally struck, over 650 million examples. Credibly, 270 million of those were melted down in 1918, what they call the Pittman Act, which still left over 380 million Morgan dollars. But the total certified in uncirculated mint state condition by NGC, one of the leading grading services in the country, is only 3.3 million coins. That's less than 1% of the original mintage. Now, when we talk about mint state 60 to mint state 69, we are referring to the Sheldon grading scale. All coins are graded on a scale from a low of 1 to a high of 70. That is the Sheldon grading scale. The lower the number, the lower the condition of the coin. Those Morgan dollars I showed you that were heavily worn would probably grade around a 6 or an 8 or a 10 because of the high degree of wear. When you get to an uncirculated Morgan dollar, a coin that has never seen the bottom of a cash drawer, the lowest possible grade is mint state 60. That is an uncirculated Morgan dollar. Just consider, folks, Morgan dollars were struck for commerce. They were struck, dumped into a bin. They went through coin counting machines, dumped into bags. Bags of 1,000, thrown onto trains, shipped to banks around the country. So you had a bag of 1,000 coins. All of them would be uncirculated, but a lot of them would have a lot more bag marks than some others. The coins with the heaviest bag marks would grade maybe MS-60 with a lot of bag marks. The highest possible grade is 70. That represents perfection under high magnification. Such Morgan dollars do not exist. They all have marks. The set we have put together, folks, are so exceptional in uncirculated mint state condition. They are brilliant uncirculated specimens with a minimum of those bag marks. Now, as I said, there are about 100 different dates and mint marks in the Morgan dollar series, and about 3.3 million that have been certified in uncirculated condition by NGC. But that 3+ million coins are not evenly distributed across those 100 dates and mint marks. There are some dates that are much rarer in uncirculated condition than other dates, and they command huge premiums. The rarer the Morgan dollar in uncirculated condition, generally speaking, the higher premium it commands. Some of the rarest Morgan dollars in uncirculated condition. Here's one, 1884S, mint state 63, $52,000. A dealer with 100% positive feedback. A 950, a mint state 61, uncirculated, over $60,000. The king of the series, the 93S, the rarest of all Morgan dollars in uncirculated condition. Here's a 6.3 for over $300,000. The last mint state 60 of this date that I saw sell in auction many years ago, the lowest possible grade, mint state 60, sold well over $100,000. It probably command $200,000 or more today. And a 93S, and here's one in even circulated condition, an AU circulated, and it's damaged. It's still over $10,000, $14,000. And that's what it sold for in auction. Now there are 45 different dates and mint marks in this set, folks. Here's the most common dates in the Morgan dollar series, and this is really interesting. The 10 most common dates. These are all in the set that we offer you today. But these 10 coins represent over 50% of all the Morgan dollars certified in uncirculated condition by NGC. Remember, NGC has certified about 3.3 million coins. Just those 10 dates represent 1.8 million of those 3.3 million coins, these 10 most common dates. Now, of course, these are going to be in the set. But what makes this set so incredibly special are the rare dates we're going to be offering you in this collection. The next group of Morgan dollars, I call them the semi-scarce dates. Only around 700,000 have been certified total in this group. Total certified between 50 and 100,000 coins. And there are 9 coins in this collection that are in this group of semi-scarce dates. And here you get to some very difficult coins, beginning with the 1885p, only 85,000 coins certified. 1899.0, only 63,000. 1888p, 53,000 coins. These are some rare pieces. But the set continues on. This is where the set gets really exciting because of the number of coins we have that are extremely scarce, even rare, in uncirculated condition. This next group, folks, the scarce dates, fewer than 50,000 certified, despite the mintages. Again, mintages are irrelevant when it comes to Morgan dollars. It's about how many have survived in uncirculated condition. Like that 1890p, 16 million plus were struck, but only 20,000 certified in uncirculated condition by NGC. But we're not done yet with this set. Take a look at this next page. 11 dates of the 45 coins in what I call the Mission Impossible Morgan collection. 11 of the dates are extremely scarce, fewer than 20,000 certified in uncirculated condition, beginning with the 1884p, only 19,700 coins, and ending with the 1881p, only 12,300 examples. The coin right above the 1881p, the 1878 8 tail feather, refers to the fact that the eagle on the reverse had 8 tail feathers. This was the first Morgan dollar design ever struck. First struck on March 11th, 1878 at the Philadelphia Mint at 3:17 p.m. And it was only struck, folks, for about a month. They only struck approximately 750,000 examples. And again, virtually all of them went into circulation. Look at how few have survived in uncirculated condition. This 1878 8 tail feather, folks, to be able to include this most historic Morgan dollar in your collection, and at the price we're able to offer the entire collection at, it truly is a thrill to be able to offer this once-in-a-lifetime 45-coin Mission Impossible Morgan dollar collection at the price we have it today. And I'm not even done, because we have 6 coins left. Those first pages covered 39 coins. Now, Jack and I were hoping that we'd be able to include at least one Morgan dollar in this next category on our Morgan dollar rarity chart, the rare dates. We were hoping to include at least one Morgan dollar in this next rare date rarity chart. Coins with fewer than 10,000 examples certified in mint state condition. Folks, we have 6 Morgan dollars in this category. 6, beginning with the 1890. 90 meaning it was struck at the New Orleans Mint, be identified by the O Mint mark on the reverse down at 6 o'clock. And the 1899p, only 330,000 examples originally struck, only around 9,700 surviving in uncirculated condition. And then we have the 97S, the 79O, a 91S, only 6,500 examples. And finally, an 1887S, only 6,000 examples certified in uncirculated condition. Now, the last page, the rarest Morgan dollars. These are those Morgan dollars which we showed you earlier. Finding those in uncirculated condition can cost you $20,000, $50,000, $200,000 a coin. The beauty of this set, folks, is that we have so many extremely scarce and rare date Morgan dollars at such a collector-friendly, really buy-it-now price. The key to Morgan dollars is to offer quality, coins with tremendous condition rarity and uncirculated condition, and the coins that we can offer you that offer tremendous condition rarity within this series for the best price possible. And Jack and I worked very hard. Our original goal was to be able to offer a set like this for under $20,000 with at least one of those rare dates. We worked very hard on this, folks, and we knocked it out of the park. We've got 6 of those incredibly rare dates. We've got 11 extremely scarce dates. We have the entire collection, folks, while they're available, for $9,995 for the entire 45 coin collection. That comes out to about $222 a coin. Again, it would be one thing if they were all the most common dates, if you got 45 of the most common dates in the series. As you saw from the charts, I mean, the most common dates represent over half of all the Morgan dollars certified in uncirculated condition. It's the scarce, extremely scarce, and rare dates that make this set so special. And to be able to offer the entire set at an average of only $222 a coin. And folks, it's available on a 3-payment option. You look at this set, we get a lot of folks who look at a set like this, they'd love to be able to own it, but they can't afford the entire amount in one payment. We have a 3-payment option. All you have to do is put 1/3 down today, $3,331.67, and we'll hold one of these sets for you with your name on it in our vault. Make the second payment in 30 days, and the final payment, same amount, in 60 days. And we'll ship it out to you, folks. It comes in this beautiful cherry wood presentation box, folks. A beautiful, beautiful display box. The coins, again, they're encapsulated. Keep them in the beautiful, brilliant, uncirculated condition you acquire them in. This is a great way to present your collection to your friends, neighbors, your kids. It's perfect for storage, folks. Folks, I could spend a couple hours talking about this collection, but we do have a limit of time. So we're going to show you some of the most important coins that Jack and I have selected to make this set so special, beginning with that 1878 8-tail feather, the first Morgan dollar ever struck on March 11th, 1878 at 3:17 p.m. at the Philadelphia Mint. It was only struck for about a month. And to have one in mint state, uncirculated condition, a coin like this survive in this condition, over 140 years old. Well, the fact is, very few did. That's why they are so rare and so special. Very few did. And here you have this spectacular 1878 with the 8-tail feather reverse. You take a look at the reverse of the coin, and it was decided after they were striking the coin for about a month that the eagle should only have 7 tail feathers. So they stopped production and they started making the Morgan dollar with only 7 tail feathers. So we have the very first Morgan dollar in mint state condition to begin this set. Now the next coin we want to show you, the 1879